Magandang araw, Sir Wilbur po, at your service. Narito ang ETUlay upang gabayan ka sa inyong pag-aaral upang lubos na maunawaan ang iba't ibang paksa o subject. Ang ETUlay ay isang free online tutorial class na pinangungunahan ng DepEd Educational Technology Unit sa pamumuno ni Undersecretary Elaine Del B. Pascua. Ang programang ito ay hindi lamang para sa mga bata, kundi ito rin ay magsisilbing gabay sa mga magulang at mga guro kung paano nila ituturo o gagabayan sa bawat asignatura ang kanilang mga anak o mga estudyante. Sa kasalukuyan, ang self-learning module mula sa rehiyon ng Calabarzon at kilala sa tawag na pivot ang ginagamit sa ating ETUlay online class. Kaya ano pang hinihintay ninyo? Ihanda na ang inyong mga ballpen o lapis, papel o kwaderno at samahan kaming itulay ang pagkatuto para sa bawat batang Pilipino. Sama-sama tayong magtutulungan para malampasan ang mga hamon sa panahong ito. Halina't matuto kasama ang inyong online tutor sa oras na ito.
Hello, good afternoon to all the parents, teachers, and learners all over the Philippines watching us live through DepEd Edtech Unit, DepEd Tayo, DepEd Philippines Facebook pages, and DepEd TV official YouTube channel. We are on the 7th week of English 4 Quarter 4, so be ready with your modules, paper, pen, pencil as we journey in the amazing world of English 4. And as we go on with our tutorial this afternoon, you can also comment your answers for the activities in the comment section below. Okay, let me go ahead and look into our comment section right now. Let me check our regulars for this afternoon. Of course, I want to give out a huge shout out to our students who are tuning in. We have Josh Lacre watching po from Tuktukan, Giginto, Bulacan. Hello, good afternoon. And he also wants to say hi to his teacher, Ma'am Grace Pichardo. Hello po. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we also want to say good afternoon to Mika watching from Calibo Pilot Elementary School. Yuan Fajardo watching from Tilapayong Elementary School. Pauline Gitap, hello. Ramiel Lui, Shaima Gablinas, of course, my regulars every Tuesday afternoon. Hello, and thank you so much for tuning in and allotting time para sa ating English for this Tuesday afternoon. Angel Zafra, hello, welcome to our ETUlay session. Timothy Joseph Martinez. Okay, hello po tutor watching from Balete Sur Elementary School. Faye Margaret Torre, hello. Okay, and Rolly Vega. Good afternoon po from Maligaya Elementary School, Quezon City. Okay, Zai Rivera, hello. Welcome to our ETUlay session for this afternoon. And we also have here Urshel Moreto. Hello po, watching from Taal Central School. Okay, like I mentioned earlier, my dear students, we are now on the 7th week of our ETUlay session. And mind you, we only have 2 weeks left. So we only have week 7, which is itong ETUlay session natin ngayong hapon. And finally, we're going to have our culminating session. That's going to be next week. So yun na yung last ETUlay session natin. So it's kind of bittersweet because syempre, I'm happy na we're going to be able to cap off the school year in a very colorful fashion. But at the same time, it's also bitter because, of course, syempre, I'm going to be missing something like this in the next few weeks. And of course, I'm going to be missing all of my regulars and all the teachers and students who are watching our ETUlay session, who are taking the time to be with me for this afternoon. Okay, so anyway, let's not delay this any further. Let's proceed with our lesson for this afternoon. And this is actually going to be a continuation of our lesson nung last week. If you can remember, we talked about the elements of the news. Okay, ito yung I can recall that we really had a wonderful time last week because, of course, if you can remember, Sige, we are going to recap on this one. If you can remember, pag sinabi nating news, my dear students, it is a report on an important information in a particular place, which is public interest. Okay, I'm sure that, of course, ilang beses na nating na ano yan, na paulit-ulit na nating dinidiscuss yan, yung patungkol sa news natin. Okay, but before I proceed, of course, I just want to give out a huge shout out to all of the school heads namin who are watching right now. We have Ma'am Leia Abelia. Hello, hello. And of course, Sir Albert Oliva. Hello, sir. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with us right now. Okay, yes. And of course, our beloved PSDS here in the district of EB Magalona, Sir Bong Batallones. Also, my very supportive principal, Ma'am Rosie G. Chaga. And of course, to the men and women of the Division of Negros Occidental and of DepEd in general. Okay, all right. So Shaima Gablinas, you are correct. News is indeed important information. That is correct. Micah says, good afternoon, watching from Tuktukan, Giginto, Bulacan. Okay, and she wants to say hi to her teacher, Mona Lisa Cardenas. Okay, now, my dear students, if you can recall, meron tayong activity nung last time. We're in uh, I had you choose between two pictures, and then you will identify alin kaya sa dalawang pictures na yon will most likely make it to the news to a news report. Okay? Pinapili ko kayo kung saan sa alin sa dalawang pictures natin on screen will most likely make it to, maybe TV Patrol, maybe 24 Oras or the Philippine Daily Inquirer. And we definitely had fun in this one because ayun nagta-type na sila ng mga comments nila. Yes, this is a review I can definitely recall that most of you answered na out of the two pictures meron tayong party dito on the left side of your screen at meron naman tayong riot on the right side of your screen. You said that most likely itong riot na to, this is going to be making the news this is going to be a news report. Okay, most likely mangyayari yan. Okay, very good. We are going to identify later on kung bakit itong riot and not the party is a lot more newsworthy kumbaga. Okay? Hello Lexer, Javier, Joanne Cernias. Thank you so much for tuning in this afternoon. Okay, and of course, we have here another set of pictures. We have the first one, the picture on the left side of your screen. We have here a man who was bitten by a dog. Okay, marami to. Yung taong kinagat ng aso. And then, the picture on the right side of your screen is about a dog na kinagat naman ng tao. And then, if you can recall, tinanong ko kayo nung last, alin kaya sa dalawang ito yung most likely, yung kumbaga, yung tinatawag nating mas newsworthy. Okay, sige, yung tinanong ko sa inyo nung last, yung kapitbahay nyo, kinagat ng aso, did it make it to the news report? Or will it be this second picture right here? Yung aso naman yung kinagat ng tao, which do you think is going to is a lot more newsworthy, ang mas interesting? And most of you actually laughed at your own answers, but nevertheless we will get to know later on bakit itong aso na kinagat ng tao will most likely be a more newsworthy article. Okay, sige, thank you so much for typing in your answers in there. This is only a recap ng last time. Okay, and finally, the picture that I have here on screen is the picture of a pregnant woman versus the picture of a pregnant man. Okay, alin kaya sa dalawang news stories or sa dalawang storya na ito ang magiging mas newsworthy? Is it the pregnant woman or the pregnant man? Okay. Sige, very, very intriguing itong pregnant man. Bakit kaya nabuntis yung isang lalaki? Okay. Most likely this will be out of the two pictures. I'm sure that you would all agree based on the comment section that we have here or based on the answers that you've given in our comment section. It's the pregnant man, which is most likely going to be newsworthy and is going to make it to a major news platform like ABS-CBN, baka ma-feature pa ito sa KMJS, something like that, right? Sige, we will get to know that right now, my dear students, because of course, this afternoon, we are going to be talking about the elements of the news. What makes a news report newsworthy? Okay. Ang dami-daming storya dyan sa paligid natin. How will a reporter identify kung alin sa mga istoryang yan ang dapat niyang gawa ng isang news article or news report? Okay, that's what we're going to learn about this afternoon. Okay, sige, the first and foremost consideration, syempre, if you can recall, pag sinabing nating news, it has to be new information. So what do you think? Ano kayang ibig sabihin ng icon na nasa screen ninyo ngayon? We have there a picture of a clock. Okay, and then we also have a boy dun sa side niya. What do you think? What is this factor na kailangan nating i-consider whenever we want to write a news article? Number one, yun yung tinatawag nating timeliness. Okay, so pag kunyari, kayo yung news reporter. Okay, kayo si Sir Araulio, for example. Okay, I do recall that some of you here mentioned sa previous lessons natin that some of you are actually interested in a career in journalism. Okay, so ito yung isang consideration, very important consideration whenever we want to identify newsworthy articles. It's timeliness. Okay, so tatanungin ninyo yung sarili ninyo. Did the story just happen? Okay, remember, tandaan natin, kailangan na fresh yung news, okay? Because paano pa magiging news yan if it actually happened a year ago and then ngayon mo lang nire-report? Okay? Medyo magkakaproblema tayo dyan, my dear students. So always remember, yes, you're correct, Cybel Valdez, timeliness. Very good. That's a very important consideration. Ask yourselves, did the story just happen? Is it about to happen? Okay. If the answer to that is yes, if it did just happen, if recent lang yung pangyayari na yan, or if it's something that is about to happen, then it is definitely something newsworthy. Okay, Brent Lopez, hello, hello. Thank you for tuning in. That's definitely fine. If you were late in attending our session, no worries about that. What's really important is nandito kayo ngayon. And nevertheless, what's good about our ETUlay session is you can always replay yung mga ETUlay sessions natin whenever you have the time. Yes, Angel, kailangan po ngayon lang nangyari. Like I mentioned earlier, if nangyari na yan months ago at ngayon mo lang nire-report, hindi na news yan. Hindi na balita yan, di ba? Okay, very good. Sige, very important po yan. So ito yung tinatawag natin na, in other words, my dear students, ito yung tinatawag natin na immediacy. Coming from the word, or we can actually form the word immediate from this. Okay, pag sinabi nating immediate, agad-agad. So timeliness, dapat, pag nangyari ito, kaya, if you can remember, yung mga news reporters natin, they always say, breaking news, di ba? Kasi sila yung una-una, explosivo. Yun yung mga sinasabi nila because it's explosive news. It's something new and they're actually giving you a report regarding that, which is why timeliness or immediacy is very, very crucial. Okay, my dear students, pag sinabi natin crucial, what's another term for that? What's a synonym? Or what is the synonym for crucial? That is important. So very, very important. Now, syempre, hindi naman natin mapiperfect yan. Maybe nangyari itong pangyayaring ito pero hindi pa siya masyadong yung term natin ngayon hindi pa siya ganun naging viral. So usually news stories should generally be no more than a week old. Again, take note, I'm using the word generally because of course it applies to most but not necessary to all. Because remember, meron pa tayong mga feature article na maaaring you're writing about something that happened months ago. So pwede yun. So again, it's generally, the term here is generally. It should not be more than a week old. Okay, let us not forget that, my dear students. Alexander Distor, hello, hello. Thank you for tuning in. Ian Poncelan, hello. Micah Bernardo, thank you for tuning in as well. Okay, now, and as I mentioned earlier, yung mga sinasabi ng mga news reporters natin, they use the words today, tomorrow, and it's related to most news stories. Okay? All right. Sige. What is the next element na kailangan natin i-consider whenever we want to identify kung newsworthy nga ba ang isang istorya. Okay, the next one that we have here, after timeliness, we have prominence. Okay. Ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng prominence? Okay, news about prominent people generate more interest than those about ordinary people. Okay, so Archie Laurente, hello, hello. Shai Magablinas. Let's say for example, Shai Magablinas, nagkaroon siya ng isang uh, neighbor na artista. Alright. And then may isang istorya patungkol sa artista na yon, isang pangyayari kunyari na nagkaroon siya ng isang relationship with another artista. We tayong common folk ay normally, generally interested sa mga bagay-bagay na ito. Okay. Pero if, say for example, si Alexander, yung kapitbahay niya, hindi naman artista. I'm not saying na it's not a good thing, pero yung hindi naman na prominenteng tao, nagkaroon ng relationship, does it make it to the news? Siyempre, hindi naman. So once again, prominence is very important. Prominenteng tao, importanteng tao. Okay? So prominence means persons, places, things, and situations known to the public for their weather, social position achievement, social position, achievement, or previous publicity. Okay, syempre, take note, readers are especially interested in what leaders have to say about important issues and events. Take note, my dear students, pag nanood kayo ng isang news report, sino ba yung, patungkol kanino ba palagi yung mga news report natin? Okay, this will most likely, yung mga news natin, will most likely be about our leaders, our government officials. Bakit? It's because they're important people. Okay? And their decisions, yung mga gusto nilang gawin, yung mga projects nila, these are important things, which is why they always, most of the time, they make it to the news report. Okay, mga artista. Okay, those are the usual subjects sa mga news. Kaya merong mga chika minute yung mga news yung mga news natin like 24 oras or TV Patrol man yan. Okay. So, I have here for example, none other than we have here our president. Okay, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. Okay, if it's something about him, if it's projects, mga plano niya or something like that, it's most likely going to make it to the news because once again, prominence, importance ng isang tao will most likely influence whether yung storya sa kanya ay newsworthy or not. Okay, Alexander, you're correct about COVID also, because of course that is affecting us right now. Yes, Brent and Maher, if it's something about the government, yes, you are correct. It's definitely going to make it to the news. Okay, next we have, what do you think? It is proximity or nearness. Pag sinabi natin proximity, this refers to the closeness of events to the readers. Okay, I'm gonna give this example. Merong pangyayari dito sa Negros Occidental that and then we have here, for example, I'm going to take someone from the comment section here. Alan Angeles, watching from Kidapawan City. Do you think Alan from Kidapawan City is going to be interested in knowing about news na nangyari dito sa Negros Occidental? What do you think, my dear students? Again, region Kidapawan is found in region 12. This is in Mindanao. If something happened here in Negros Occidental, will people from Mindanao be really interested about sa mga pangyayari dito sa amin naman sa Negros? Okay, most likely the answer to that would be syempre hindi sila, they're not going to be that interested because they're not really that close to Negros Occidental. So whatever happens here might not be that interesting to them, and they will most likely be more interested sa mga pangyayari or sa mga istorya na nangyari doon sa Kidapawan or doon sa Mindanao. So proximity is very, very important. Okay. So whether malapit nga ba yung pangyayari or hindi, that depends. Okay. Next, Shaima, you're correct. Hindi po. So very important itong tinatawag natin proximity or closeness or nearness ng ating audience sa pangyayari or sa isang news report. Next, what we have here, we have conflict. This will always be a source of a newsworthy article, so to speak. Okay. Pag sinabi natin conflict, these are stories about wars and revolutions or the gap between the rich and the poor. If you can recall, we had a global issue a global conflict, um, a conflict between Israel and Palestine or Palestine. Do you remember that? My dear students, naalala nyo ba yon na most ng mga makikita natin sa news report was all about, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Okay, because again, these are newsworthy articles. And then, you might say, ang layo-layo naman nun, sir. Nandun naman sa Israel tsaka sa malayo na tayo doon. Why do we even have to care about that? Because again, we are going to be talking about that, yung sinasabi nating significance. We'll get to that one later on. Okay, it's affecting us because it's okay. It's an issue between two countries, but we are indirectly affected by that. Maapektuhan at maapektuhan tayo ng mga pangyayari doon, which is why it was really it really invaded, kumbaga, so to speak, yung mga news reports natin. Most ng nakikita natin patungkol doon. Okay? Sige, next, yung sinasabi nating significance. Okay, pag sinabi natin significance, this refers not only to the importance of the event, but also on how it will affect the readers. Okay, sige. Now, allow me to give you an example on this one. I'm not really so sure exactly if this was Indonesia or Malaysia, but if you can recall, nagkaroon tayo ng isang volcanic eruption doon sa, I just can't confirm if Indonesia or Malaysia, but nevertheless, that really made it to the news. Bakit? Sir, ang layo-layo naman ng Indonesia. Nandito naman tayo sa Philippines. Bakit, why did we have to be concerned about that? Okay. Why was it considered significant? Because if you can recall, yung volcanic ash, okay, syempre, nasa-shoot yun sa atmosphere natin. And then of course, yung winds, dinala niya actually yung parts ng volcanic ash na yun papunta dito sa atin. So in a way, it actually affected the volcanic eruption that happened in Indonesia actually impacts us as well. Okay, so that's significance right there. If it's something significant that would impact a particular set of audience, it will, my dear students, most likely be a newsworthy article. Angel, you are correct. Kasi po, maapektuhan din po tayo. Yes, you are correct. Okay, sige, Brent, hello, Alexander. Mika, hello. Okay. Ramiel, Loy, hello. Thank you for tuning in to our afternoon session as well. Okay, next factor na makikita natin dito is what we call emotion or human interest. Okay. Does this story make us sad, happy, or angry? Okay, these are some of the questions that you might want to ask if you want to identify whether itong storyang ito ay newsworthy. Okay, if it's something that makes us sad, well, most likely it will be a newsworthy article. There are other factors to be considered, but this is one of those na pwede nating i-consider. Okay, all right. Eros Jose Laurente, hello po tutor. Hello. Thank you for tuning in. Naomi, Manaeg Prospero Rojas, hello. Thank you so much for tuning in to our ETUlay session. Okay, now, if I may use this as an example, yung mga KMJS stories natin. Okay, meron tayong mga stories doon that can, sometimes make us cry, sometimes make us laugh, or maybe sometimes make us angry. So anything that appeals to emotion or human interest is one good source of a news report or a feature report, if you can recall our previous sessions. Okay, sige, next. Ito naman, novelty. Ano kaya yung novelty na sinasabi ni Sir? Pag sinabi nating novelty, this is the new in the news. Okay, the unusual, the firsts, the last, and onlys. And this has been a staple. Pag sinabi nating staple, parati itong nagiging source of a news report or nagiging newsworthy article. If it's something new, it will most likely make it to a news platform. Okay, let's say for example, discoveries in technology. Okay, yung latest technology natin. Okay, these are usually featured sa ating mga news platforms. Okay, what what technology have you known of lately? You can definitely go ahead and comment them in our comment section. Type in your comments as to the latest technology that you know of that we might be interested in. Okay? Sige. All right. Next factor that we have here is change or progress. Okay. Whatever changes we have, progress like putting up schools, buildings, roads, bridges, and the like could be news items. Okay? And this also includes significant changes for the betterment of humanity. Like, say, for example, we have the COVID crisis right now. Diba? And then we were waiting for a vaccine, and when a vaccine was created, it definitely broke the news because this served as an answer to our problems. So if it has a significant impact, if it's for the betterment of humanity, it will definitely be newsworthy. Okay, so achievements, change, progress, and the like, these are newsworthy stories. Okay, sige, sige. Next, the one that we have here, numbers. Okay. Sige. But before that, just want to say hi once again. Huge shout out to all of my students who are tuning in. Brent, Micah, hello, hello, Fiona, and of course our students here at Enrique B. Magalona Elementary School, and uh, of our students who are tuning in right now in the district of EB Magalona. Okay, at the division of Negros Occidental. Okay, numbers. So we have here the results of sweepstakes, raffle draws, peso dollar equivalents. These actually make good news. Okay, if you can recall, I gave you choices earlier. Yung taong kinagat ng aso or yung asong kinagat ng tao. You answered na most likely yung asong kinagat ng tao will be newsworthy. And that is actually correct. But let's talk about numbers. Pagpalagay natin na tumaas yung kaso ng rabies sa isang lugar. Okay, that's numbers right there. Well, if that's the case, then that will become a newsworthy article then. All right? Kasi it really involves maraming tao na. And it's very alarming. It's significant na itong development na to, na tumaas yung kaso ng rabies, and that is newsworthy because people have to know about that. Alexander, you're correct. Data, statistics. Yon. Okay, if you can recall, meron tayong mga sa mga news reports, meron tayong mga statistics like the social weather station, right? Mga pinapalabas nilang statistics. Okay. All right. So that's one factor right there. And eto, uh, eto yung sinasabi ko kanina. This would explain kung bakit yung pregnant man yung magiging mas newsworthy versus doon sa pregnant woman. That is what you call, my dear students, oddity. Okay, coming from the word odd. Okay? Pag sinabi nating odd, it's weird. Okay? It's peculiar. Okay. All right. Okay. So it's any unusual deviation from the normal course of events that can awaken the intent of the reader. If it's odd, it's weird, it's not normal, it will most likely be newsworthy. People will want to know about this. If it's something weird, if it's something odd, gusto kong malaman yon. And that would explain, my dear students, kung bakit gaya nga ng sinabi ko kanina, magiging newsworthy yung pregnant man versus yung pregnant woman. Okay. Yes, Maher, correct. If it's unbelievable, it's newsworthy. All right? Sige. Okay. So I have there a picture. Okay. How often do we see a person with a very long neck? Okay. And if you do know someone na merong ganon, or that has that physical characteristic or physical feature, most likely you're going to want other people to know about that one as well. Now, the picture that we have there is something culturally related because itong culture nila, they usually put gold rings or wrap their neck in gold rings, and then they add gold rings into their necks up to a point na magiging mahaba yung necks nila because of the pressure exerted by those gold rings. Now, this is something that doesn't usually happen, especially sa ating kultura dito sa Philippines. And if this is going to make it to a news platform, if this is going to be reported, definitely, I can guarantee you, my dear students, the audience would want to know more about this because, syempre, something odd, something impossible, something unbelievable will definitely be very, very intriguing, thereby making it newsworthy. Okay? Sige. Okay. Very good. You're correct. Ang haba po ng kanyang liig. That is correct. It's something weird. Okay. Okay. Yes, Lexer, it's very rare. Nagbigay pa ng statistics dito sa Lexer. I'd say that 0.2% chance you're gonna see that. Matter of fact, as long as I have existed here sa ating world, I've never seen someone, at least doon lang sa pictures, doon ko lang nakikita yan. So yes, it's rare. It's odd. Okay. All right. Next, the one that we have here is, it's gonna be newsworthy if it's about an underdog. Ano ba yung sinasabi nating underdog, my dear students? These are stories about the underprivileged and the ordinary people of the street, and the ordinary people of the street. Okay, I do recall a news report, yung mga rags to riches. Have you heard of that, my dear students? Yung taong iniangat yung sarili niya mula sa hirap. Okay, at naging successful. Um, that will most likely be newsworthy. Another example that I have here, punta naman tayo sa sports. Before the pandemic, we had this dito sa Negros Occidental. We had this very popular football team. It's called the Ceres Negros FC, or football club. They actually won against the Australian giants in football named the Brisbane Roar. Now, maraming achievements yung Ceres Negros in terms of football, pero itong pagkatalo nila sa Brisbane Roar was definitely a big deal. Bakit? Sa dinami-dami nilang achievements, bakit naging big deal ito? Because yung Ceres Negros were actually the underdogs. Okay? Pag tinanong mo yung mga tao, alin kaya sa dalawang team yung mananalo? For sure, Brisbane Roar na yon. Kasi marami na silang experience and they're a very big club. Pero, yung nanalo was Ceres Negros. The underdogs won. And that became newsworthy. And that was definitely talked about. So yon yung ibig kong sabihin, my dear students. Okay. Okay, Mika, you have a very wonderful question here. Diba, sabi po ninyo, sir, hindi newsworthy yung mga ordinary people. Like I said, that really is a case-to-case basis. Okay? Hindi ibig sabihin na ordinary person siya. He or she is not gonna make it to a news report. Most likely that person has done something to make whatever action that is newsworthy. For example, nagsumikap siya. Okay, ordinaryong tao siya noon. Nagsumikap siya, inangat niya yung sarili niya mula sa hirap. Okay, and then he became a prominent person. Yun, prominence na yun. Okay, and that's the story of the underdog, and it will also appeal to emotion and human interest. So maraming factors. Okay, my dear students, let's not just focus on one. Because remember, like I said, it might be something that did not happen in your place, but has significance with you. Okay, it violates the proximity na I was talking about earlier, but then it's still significant. So, okay, so hindi ibig sabihin na isang factor lang yung ifo-focus natin. Okay, so I hope I was able to explain that one clearly. Okay, let's proceed. Other elements of the news. We have, of course, the weather, health. Malaking bagay sa atin ngayon to because of course of the COVID-19 virus. Okay, humor. If you can recall, merong segment si Mark Logan dati sa TV Patrol, and then it was a source of happiness and warmth. Ito yung nagbibigay ng comic relief after all of the tragedies na nakikita natin sa report. Okay, so that can be newsworthy. So maraming factors. Let's not just focus on one. Okay, religion. Okay, if you can recall, itong itong celebration every January wherein may mga debotong who religiously attend these events. Okay, that will most likely make it to the news, and that has definitely made it to the news. Okay, entertainment. Ito yung sinasabi nakin kanina, yung chika minute natin. If it's about artistas, prominent people. Okay, there's a specific slot for them right there. Okay, entertainment. That's one of the factors. Other elements of the news or that make a story newsworthy, we have science, syempre, we have crime and punishment, and we also have disasters and tragedies. Okay, sige. All right. So, my dear students, if I may change the topic a little bit, because we are already in the seventh week of our ETUlay session. We only have 1 week left. Okay, if you can recall, okay, sige, I gave you this activity earlier, and we're gonna look into this. Justin Siegel, okay, shout out, sir. Hello, Justin. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, Miss Therese from EB Maglona. Yes, of course. Huge shout out to Miss Therese. Okay. And of course, to our beloved PSDS, Sir Bong Batallones. Hello, sir. Good afternoon. Thank you for tuning in. All right. So, if you can recall, my dear students, I gave this one to you as an assignment. Okay, you're supposed to write a news report based on the given pictures and headline. If my memory serves me right, ito yung sinasabi ninyong, uy, parang ang hirap nito ah. This is gonna be challenging. Well, my dear students, I'm challenging you right now because I would want you to submit your news articles to me. Okay? Sige. So ito yon, if you can recall. The aftermath of Yolanda, the strongest typhoon that hit the Philippines, and you have the pictures right there. Ano ba yung gagawin, sir? Ano ba yung gagawin, Tutor Ace? What you're going to do is you're going to make a news article about it. Okay? Sige. Paano ba tayo gumagawa ng isang news article? We have, of course, yung inverted pyramid structure natin. Do you still remember that? We have the lead, then the body. Excuse me. We have the body, and then we have the conclusion. Okay. So I'm expecting you to be able to make a news report using the information that you have there sa inyong mga screens. It's about Yolanda, and then the pictures that you have there. Okay. How will Tutor Ace rate you? Okay. Paano ko ba i-rate yung mga gawa ninyo? I've already explained this one to you previously, but let me go ahead and recap this one for you. Okay, yung title at headline. Okay, if you're able to get a very good title and headline, then you're gonna get 5 points for that. Yan yung rubrics natin, my dear students. Lead. Okay, if your lead satisfies yung hinahanap natin sa isang lead, if all of the important information are there, then you're gonna get the full 5 points. Okay, if I can see you using quotes, pakunyari nag-interview kayo sa isang sa 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 isang prominent government official na related, or depende sa inyo yon. But nevertheless, if you're using that and you're able to include that sa inyong news article, and if I think that qualifies dyan sa nilalagay kong guidelines, I'm gonna give you a 5 for that. Okay? Then, if klaro yung inyong pagkakabanghay ng isang news report, the way that you write your news report, if that's good, if that's excellent, that's another 5 points. If yung style ninyo is if strong and effective and it's clear, okay, and if it's original, then I will definitely give you another 5 points for that. So, yan yung pamamaraan ni teacher para i-rate yung news article ninyo. Now, my dear students, okay, eto pa pala, meron pa tayong organization. Dapat organize yung pagkakalagay ninyo ng information. Baka naman, okay, I hope this doesn't happen. Baka naman, yung important information, yung nakikita natin, ay nilagay ninyo doon sa pinakahuli. Baka yun yung lead ninyo, nilagay ninyo sa last paragraph. Of course, medyo magkakaproblema tayo dyan. Okay, organization, very important. Journalistic style, okay. We have no errors in quotes, dates. But anyway, in terms of mga quotes and dates and kasi pa-imaginary naman lang tayo dito or pa-imagine lang naman tayo dito. I'm not gonna be very strict regarding that, nevertheless. Okay? Sige, so paano ninyo isasubmit yung inyong mga news article. All you have to do, my dear students, is open this tinyurl.com / English for news article. You know what? Let me go ahead and check if I can put this one here. Okay. All right. Sige. Anyway, you can actually go back naman sa ating ETUlay session. Or if you might want to write this down, that's tinyurl.com / English for news article. Okay? Yun lang yung itatype ninyo sa inyong Google Chrome or depende sa inyong mga browsers. Okay? Pwede kayong magpatulong sa mga parents ninyo or sa inyong mga brothers and sisters or sa inyong mga guardians. Okay? So that's all you have to do. Type in the link or yes, type in the link, enter, and then ano ba yung mangyayari, sir? It's gonna lead you to this page right here. Okay? So yan yun. Ilalagay ninyo yung name, yung inyong email, and then merong part doon kung saan pwede ninyong ma-upload yung inyong mga news article. Yes, you're correct, Maher. Nakalimutan ko. Pwede nyo naman palang i-screenshot yan. And then i-type ninyo later on para ma-access ninyo. Okay. Remember, like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be choosing the best news article, and the person with the best news article will definitely get a prize from Tutor Ace. As to what that prize will be, pag-iisipan ko pa yan, but I can guarantee you that there will be a prize for that. So do your best. Send me your news articles. Okay? Sige, yun pa lang yun. Eto pa, meron akong ibibigay sa inyong quiz. Okay. Paano ba yan? Tutor Ace. All you have to do is open joinmyquiz.com and enter this code. Pag humingi siya ng code, the code is 27075334. Again, you can write that down or you can actually screenshot itong fina-flash ko sa inyong screen right now. Okay. Sige. Next is we have here, if you don't want to enter the code, you can just simply type in tinyurl.com / ETUlay English 4. Okay. Pare-pareho din sa ginawa natin kanina. Now, this particular quiz is designed like a game. Okay? This is actually quizzes. I used quizzes for this one. Anong mangyayari pag in-access nyo ito? This is how it's going to look like. You're going to be required to enter your name. Now, syempre, my dear students, you have the freedom to type in your names there. Please make sure na tama yung name na nilagay nyo dyan, because again, if you're going to be using an alias or a nickname, and then ikaw yung top scorer doon, I'm not going to be able to know kung sino ka. And baka hindi mo ma-receive yung prize. So again, use your full name. Okay, sige? So please do not forget that. Okay, so um, meron akong instructions doon. I would suggest, here's the thing, my dear students, I would suggest that you answer the quiz is first. Ito yung fina-flash ko sa screen. And then take a screenshot of your score. Kasi doon sa binigay kong link kanina na merong anong tawag dito, merong kung saan ninyo sinasubmit yung news article ninyo. Okay? I'm also going to require you to upload a screenshot of your score dito sa quiz is. So it's actually going to be, I'm expecting two outputs from you. Itong quiz is natin, ito yung game natin, and then yung news article ninyo. Okay? So, again, please do not forget, input or type in the correct details, because you'll never know. Okay, you might be the top scorer and you will definitely have a prize for that from Tutor Ace. Okay? Sige. All right. So, basically that caps our ETUlay session, our week 7 for English 4. Okay, I hope that my dear students will be up for the challenge. I know that you are. Angel, Ian Punzalan, hello, hello. Japeth, Lexer, Alexander, okay, Micah, Faye, all right, Kian in Austral. Okay, Ramiel, thank you so much for typing in the link in there. If I may, let me go ahead and check if I can if I'm gonna be able to type in because yung na-type kanina merong extrang letter. But nevertheless, na-flash ko naman sa screen kanina. Okay. We have here a question. Sir, tatlo po kami nanonood dito. Okay. Oh, hello. So tatlo pala kayo dyan. Hello. Thank you for tuning in. Okay. From San Jose Elementary School. Okay. Everyone, do access the game. Do access the quiz. Send me your news articles. And I'm expecting to see you next week for our awarding and our culminating activity. Okay, so thank you so much, my dear students, for tuning in to today's ETUlay session. And of course, to all the parents, teachers, and learners all over the Philippines watching us through DepEd Educational Technology Unit, DepEd Tayo, DepEd Philippines Facebook pages, and DepEd TV official channel, official YouTube channel. Thank you so much. See you next week. Keep tuning in and catch Tutor Mark for English 5. See you all again next Tuesday for English 4. This has been Sir Ace. Thank you, and God bless everyone.
Sigurado ako na marami ka na namang natutuhan sa ating ETUlay tutorial session ngayong araw. Tandaan, ito ay hindi lamang para sa ating mga mag-aaral, kundi pati rin sa ating mga minamahal na guro at mga magulang na kaagapay natin para maituloy ang pagkatuto sa kabila ng nararanasang pandemya. Patuloy ding sumubaybay sa DepEd TV para sa mga araling ginawang video episodes. Mapapanood ito mula Lunes hanggang Sabado, alas 7 ng umaga hanggang alas 7 ng gabi sa inyong mga telebisyon. Abangan bukas mula 1:00 ng tanghali ang iba pang aralin sa ating ETUlay free online tutorial session sa Filipino. I-like and subscribe at manatiling nakasubaybay sa ating ETUlay tutorial session sa DepEd Edtech Unit FB page at Educational Technology Unit channel sa YouTube at sa DepEd Tayo at DepEd Philippines social media accounts. Paalam!